What's good, beautiful people? Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. But man, how did the Eagles get Nakobe Dean in the 3rd round? I'm still over the moon about that. I'm still thinking about how Nakobe Dean fell when he was projected to be a 1st-round talent. No, he is a 1st-round talent. Let me correct myself. He was projected to go in the 1st round, and he got snubbed time and time again. Teams passed on him 30 plus times, 60 plus times. He was a 3rd round pick, and it really blows my mind how that happened. Now, the rumor is that he had a bevy of injuries, specifically a pectoral strain that happened before the pro day, and a lot of teams believe that that would limit his draft stock, and a lot of teams didn't really want to take a chance on him despite his 1st-round talent capabilities. And at the end of the day, he was cleared by doctors. Harry Roseman indicates that they talked to doctors, and they say he's healthy. He opted not to get surgery. Apparently, doctors indicated that he didn't need surgery. But there's so many rumors being thrown around, and it just sucks that he had to take the hit because of that. A guy who is a 1st-round talent, who was projected to go in the 1st round, ended up going in the 3rd round. And let's be totally honest, Nakobe Dean lost millions because of rumors. He lost millions because people leaked medical reports. And you can't put it past some of these agents of opposing linebackers who are trying to get drafted to put out blasphemous information on other linebackers so their guy can get drafted ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know that to be fact, but I just think it's so interesting for someone who was so dominant in college, who was so great in college, that all of a sudden he went from being a 1st-round projection to being drafted in the 3rd round, and so many teams passed on him. It was linebackers that went ahead of him that I didn't think was better than him. My top 2 linebackers was Devin Lloyd and Nakobe Dean. Devin Lloyd, I believe, went to the Saints, but a guy like Nakobe Dean, he adds another element to the Philadelphia Eagles. He adds that leadership role, that jack of all trades type of skill set to the Philadelphia Eagles linebacker room. He's explosive, and he is a 3-down linebacker and will be able to be a starter most likely within a year. You never know. Though he's going to compete with guys like T.J. Edwards. He's going to compete with guys like Kaiser White. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. I love what the Philadelphia Eagles did because I knew they weren't going to draft a linebacker in that 1st round. And by then, I'm thinking Nakobe Dean is going to be off the board. But the fact that he dropped so far and the Philadelphia Eagles were able to snag him, that changes everything for the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I said, bringing in a guy like Jordan Davis changed everything as well. You got 2 SEC guys, specifically 2 Georgia Bulldogs in the building. Those guys won the championship together. They got that pedigree. They got that moxie. They got that desire to win. They got that fire. And they're going to put pressure on everybody in that Philadelphia Eagles locker room, and that's what I love. A guy like Nakobe Dean, he was a leader on that Georgia defense. He was the reason why guys knew where they needed to be. Now, granted, Nakobe Dean, he lacks size. He's not the biggest guy at all. I think Nakobe Dean is 5'11", only about 230 pounds. Arms aren't the longest, but the talent is undeniable. I think Devin Lloyd was he had more length on his body, but Nakobe Dean, you can't deny what that man brings to the table. And now he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. A guy like Nakobe Dean, he's going to play with the fire, and you can't expect anything less from him, especially given the fact that he fell so far in his draft and he lost so much money, lost millions because of assumptions or rumors. When in reality, according to Harry Roseman and according to doctors that spoke to Harry Roseman, he's cleared. And Harry Roseman says he's going to be a full participant in training camp. And again, it's just unfortunate how guys can lose millions because people put out weird reports about him. And despite him lacking measurables, his toughness, his technique, his willingness to attack the gaps and rush the passer, and his ability in coverage, Nakobe Dean has amazing instincts, and he's going to put pressure on all the linebackers in that room. Think about what the Eagles linebacker room right now. You have T.J. Edwards, Kaiser White. You got my man Sean Bradley. You got Davion Taylor. You have Hassan Reddick, who's that edge / linebacker, more so a pure edge rusher, but was drafted at linebacker. Who else do you have in that room? Sheesh. You got Jacoby Stevens, who you're still trying to find out more about. Man, it's just a great situation for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they also drafted another linebacker. I'm going to make another video about him as well. I think he was a Kansas Jayhawk, but Nakobe Dean, hell of a pick for the Philadelphia Eagles. He's going to definitely put pressure on guys like T.J. Edwards and Kazir White to be on their A game, especially given the fact that T.J. Edwards and Kazir White on one-year deals, and you have Nakobe Dean for about 3 years on a rookie contract. So it's going to be important for Nakobe Dean to really take advantage of this opportunity. And you know, I'm really excited about this, man. The Philadelphia Eagles defense just got loaded with talent and guys that got championship pedigree, and I'm super excited to see how this thing pans out. But I want you guys to comment below. How do you guys feel about Nakobe Dean? What was your reaction when Nakobe Dean fell in the draft out of the first round, out of the second round? What was your reaction when the Philadelphia Eagles drafted him in the third round? How did you guys feel about that? Please let me know. Comment below. Make sure you guys hit that like button and also subscribe. I'm your humble host, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge us to the game. One love, stay humble, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay hungry.